Welcome to the Life Lesson Stories. Today we are going to discuss a brief summary and critical analysis of Book 1 of Fyodor Dostoevsky, The Brothers Karamazov. Here is a detailed breakdown of every point and theme. This book is a masterpiece containing 12 similar books. This video focuses on Book 1. The story is essentially a murder mystery involving three brothers and their father, Fyodor Pavlovich Karamazov. The profile of Fyodor Pavlovich. He is described as a lecher, sensualist, a gambler, and a heavy alcoholic. He is a dishonest man who borrows money and never returns it. His public versus private persona. He wears a mask. He portrays himself as bold and confident to the public, but internally he is shallow and manipulative. The Book 1 presents the journey of Fyodor Pavlovich Karamazov and his two wives, and described as a cycle of manipulation, abuse, and tragedy that sets the stage for the dysfunctional lives of his three sons. Throughout the book, Fyodor shows no interest in raising his children, leaving them to be cared for by servants and relatives. He is known throughout the town as a joker and a buffoon, a reputation he lends into to hide his manipulative nature. As he ages, a sense of guilt begins to surface. This is why he eventually forms an emotional bond with Alyosha, believing the boy's spiritual path might help wash away his sins. His journey in the first book centers on a legal and moral battle with his eldest son, Dmitri, over his mother's inheritance, leading to the high-stakes meeting on the monastery. Adeliada Ivanovna was the first wife of Fyodor Pavlovich. He was a poor man before his first marriage. When he met Adeliada, he presented himself as a bold and flamboyant man. Adeliada, a wealthy woman who romanticized literary ideas of eloping, was attracted to his feigned confidence and ran away with him. Fyodor immediately seized her money and used it for drinking and gambling. Their marriage was filled with constant fighting. She eventually left Fyodor for another man, leaving behind her young son Dmitri. Fyodor's reaction to her death was bizarrely dualistic. He celebrated his freedom in public, but also wept bitterly, demonstrating his complex masked personality. The second wife was Sofia Ivanovna. Sofia was an orphaned, 16-year-old girl described as exceptionally beautiful and innocent. Despite warnings from her guardians that Fyodor was a lecher and a gambler, Fyodor manipulated her into marriage. Sofia was too innocent to fight back like the first wife. Fyodor took advantage of this by openly hosting orgies and drinking in their home. The stress caused her to suffer from hysteria and nervous fits. A pivotal scene described her holding her young son, Alyosha, tight in front of a religious icon while screaming and sobbing, and even that deeply impacted Alyosha's spiritual journey. Sofia also died young, leaving behind two sons, Ivan and Alyosha. The three brothers and their upbringing. Now we will discuss how the brothers' personalities were shaped by their dysfunctional childhood. The first child is Dmitry Karamazov. He is a child of the first wife, who raised by her servants and relatives. He is like his father. He is impulsive, enjoys sensory pleasures, and struggles with money management, though he has a different moral core. The next one is Ivan Karamazov, the child of the second wife. He is highly intelligent, scientific, and logical. He becomes an atheist, questioning the existence of God because of the suffering of the innocent. The third son is Alyosha Karamazov. He is symbol of spirit. He is also a child of the second wife. He remembers a traumatic scene where his mother, suffering from hysteria due to Fedor's abuse, held him tightly before an icon of the Virgin Mary in the sunlight. His memory leads him to seek God. He is universally loved, no judgmental, and enters a monastery to become a monk. The book 1 describes the conflict over inheritance. Dmitri returns to claim his mother's inheritance. Fedor, being greedy, claims he has already paid him back in small installments. To resolve this legal and emotional dispute, Alyosha suggests a meeting at the monastery with the holy man. The father of Zosima as a divine personality who can see into a person's soul just by looking at them. Alyosha worries that bringing his joker father and impulsive brother to see such a holy man will result in a scandal. The book 1 shows the literary and psychological themes. The first one is dysfunctional families. Dostoevsky explores how parental neglect and abuse shape children's futures. The next theme is duality. Dostoevsky describes in this book the contrast between corrupt father, which present the Fedor's character, and the spiritual fathers, which present the Zosima personality. The next theme is personal connection. Dostoevsky had a difficult relationship with his own father, which likely influenced his parasite, father killing theme in the book. The last scene is Freud analysis. Sigmund Freud analyzed Dostoevsky's epilepsy as being linked to the guilt he left over his father's death. So, the book 1 emphasizes that Fyodor Pavlovich's journey is defined by his sensualism and lack of responsibility, which Dostoevsky uses to show how a dysfunctional family creates deeply complex and troubled children. Thank you so much.